focus on the best new country music as it comes out each and every week.
Feels good. Feels really nice. So I chose to embrace abundance and rent this really nice Mercedes. Yeah, this is much better. Way more my style. And then I scraped it. So then I had a whole weekend of being able to practice what I preach, learning how to reduce my stress in an instant, how to envision the best outcome, how to create essentially my inner state in such a way that will help to create the most ideal outer state and outer results. While waiting for an estimate from their preferred vendor, doing my best to get very clear on how much I'm supposed to pay, all of these emotions come up around money. You know, I refused the insurance because I don't trust insurance companies. But I don't trust insurance companies because I haven't learned a money and a wealth mindset. Because my father, though an accountant and fairly successful in his financial life, didn't teach me the specifics about how to think about money. And so, even though he did well financially, there was always this kind of like keeping costs down. Now I extended that further in my own way, and I would reject the system, and you know, corporations are just trying to take advantage of you and all these other things. And what truth is that a person with wealth mindset views insurance as a tool to mitigate risk, a tool to protect yourself, your energy, your family, your assets, to put a buffer around your energetic field. Because if you have a lot of value, then you need to protect that. Other people want to take advantage of that. Systems and companies and corporations will try to take advantage of that. And so I asked my AI assistant to help me to reframe this. Reframing, which is a simple tool, but one of the most powerful, said, help me understand insurance as something that supports my life instead of something that I need to reject. And she said, well, you just need to understand that in order for you to expand your container, in order for you to become more, to take bigger risks, to play bigger in this game, you need to create a bigger energetic buffer between you and the systems that would want your energy. So that reframe helped me, but as soon as she said that, I started crying. And I had to pull over, park in the lot. Before I went inside, I needed to sit down, and I started to do some tapping, speaking to my inner child, the one who felt so much sadness that my dad didn't teach me these things. One who felt so much sadness that I've always had to navigate these things on my own. The one that feels sad because he made a mistake. The one that feels guilt or shame because of the mistake that I made. But that's okay, because I have the tools. Every opportunity, every one of these mistakes is an opportunity for feedback, to learn how to grow. And that mindset right there is the most valuable thing that you can have. To know that your mistakes are not failures. They're not something to be ashamed of. There are information, feedback from the game, like bumping up against a wall with your car and saying, your perception is a little off. Your depth perception is off. The way you're driving is a little bit off. Something is not working. So you need to go back and understand, learn, change your perspective. Because there are people out there that drive around not only cars, this is maybe a 100,000 pound car, or I don't know, 70,000 pound car, but there are people that drive around 500,000 pound cars, and they don't worry about it because they have financial tools leveraged and in place to take care of those things. They have a different mindset. They have a different unconscious program that would actually prevent them from even getting in this accident in the first place, because my program was, you can't have nice things. Something my mom has said to me in the past when I've broken something I've heard other people say to their children when their children break things. Well, we can't have nice things in this house. Well, guess what? If you don't release that imprint, that program, that instruction, that tool that was given to you by your parents, by your family, or whoever, it will continue to create situations in the future over and over and over again that will bring up this truth, this affirmation that you hold in your unconscious mind that says, we can't have nice things, but I want to have nice things. I want to play the game well. I want to have toys. I want to protect my family. I want to build a family. And when I do that, it's not just about me. It's about my family. It's about my children. It's about my wife. I don't have them yet. I'm just getting a taste of what that could be like, but I'm no longer focusing on just getting by on my own. I'm ready to create a kingdom for my family. And that means that I get to change some things in my life. Because as it is, I have never created a kingdom. I've always run away from that stability because I wasn't focusing on the protection that the walls of the kingdom and the castle give me. I was focused on the entrapment that the walls created and the fear that I was going to get locked up. So that's what I'm here doing. That's why I sit in the car and I cry and I do my tapping and I do my NLP programs, because I'm here to evolve far beyond any of my family members ever could have. These patterns stop with me. My children will never have to deal with these things. My children get to level up beyond me. They get to stand on my shoulders because they are coming here to build a new earth, and I am here to break the patterns so that they can have the space to do it.